So let's just keep going. You guys work hard. You guys are in a good spot, bro. Keep going, keep working. Let's go. That boy, that boy.
The Bostonians, or whatever you want to call them, they love the Red Sox, right? That's, they love them. They're passionate. The big backside single guy now.
I just hit Knox, bro.
Bro, look what you started though. It works. It's contagious.
Find something that you find near and dear to your heart, and don't ever quit.
I feel like the journey probably started, when you're like 10, 11, 12, just like finding the love for the game.
Talk about alerts. If he's angled, you're still always on alert.
Yeah.
If he's got his head angled there, you're on alert.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
about.
He's got a great pickup.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So they can't expand at all.
No.
Is this farther than spring?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I talked to what's his name?
What's his name? Come on, bro.
Get that. Ricky said 40. The last time in the spring was 40 yards.
Oh yeah, but did you have the cones? I don't think you had the ladders.
Yeah.
Did you have the hurdles?
Oh yeah.
So when you start, it's closer. Quick.
Yeah, stop before you get yourself hurt. You hurt that quick.
Dude, at least they can bleep it out. Stop cussing. I know, it was all bleeps. Oh, bud. Come on, bud. Hey, boy. Hey, real quick. Keep going. Keep doing what we do, right? Like, you guys are making plays. Don't try to do too much. I was talking to Willie earlier. Like, don't try to do too much. So let's just keep going. You guys work hard. You guys are in a good spot, bro. Keep going. Keep working. Let's go. That boy. That boy. Left field today.
Oh, you like the up still?
Yeah. All for you. Come on, kid. Huh? No. Right field.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Come on, Whitney. Come on, Whitney. Oh, man. Who's that third, Lance?
That is Lance.
Good to see you. Oh, babe. Hey! Oh, babe. Oh, boy. Keep it in. Back!
Swinging a high drive that is deep to right. Laureano turning around, and see you later. Valdez strikes for the second time this season. That puts the Red Sox on the board with a big shot to right.
I see you. I see you.
Okeechobee. It's a small town. It's growing now, but growing up, it was a very small, like, tight-knit community. My dad grew up in that town. My mom grew up just a town over. So in Okeechobee, to kind of like, if you want to have fun, you got to like do stuff outdoors. Like you got to go play outside. You know, it's pretty cliche to say, but you just got to go play outside. And I don't know, I think that's just how I was, how I grew up, and that's how my dad grew up. And I don't know, it's just, I have those interests of like just wanting to be outdoors, wanting to go fish, wanting to go hunt, whatever, to kind of hang out with, your friends. And I don't know, I enjoy being outdoors, and I like that tight-knit kind of small town community type vibe. I don't think there's a specific story to my name Kutter. I think my dad mentioned it, or no, I think my mom mentioned it, and then my dad said, let's do it with it, like let's spell it with a K instead of a C, or vice versa. Maybe my dad mentioned the name and the mom was like, okay, well if we're gonna do that, let's spell it with a K, because my mom's name is Christy with a K as well. So I think there was that tie there, but I don't think there's nothing like sports specific, like, oh, we're gonna have a son and he's gonna be, a major league pitcher and he's gonna throw a cutter, so let's name him Kutter. I don't think there's no crazy story along those lines. I think it's just kind of a crazy coincidence how it all worked out.
And he is humbled there by a cutter from Kutter Crawford.
The Bostonians, or whatever you want to call them, they love the Red Sox, right? That's, they love them, they're passionate, and just kind of seeing that passion within the city when you go out and you see people just always wearing a Boston Red Sox hat, the 04 World Series hat, or the shirt and everything. And so like kind of when I take them out, it's like, they're hardworking people, and that's kind of how I feel like I got to where I am now, just kind of like put my nose down and just showing up every day and just trying to get a little bit better every day and just working hard. So I try to take that out into the mound. You don't want to let the people down. It helps motivate me a little bit more to kind of have a little bit more fire underneath my ass to go out there and try to dominate. I'm a guy that kind of has to pitch with a little bit of like, not like anger, but like just a little bit of attitude. And that's kind of my one day a week to like, you kind of go into that different persona, when you're out there on the field. I try to just think about, how far I've come and where I've come from, and, it's kind of that motivating factor of just, not wanting to go out there and almost embarrass yourself, right? You don't want to go out there on the field and embarrass yourself. You want to try to be the best version of yourself. I try to think about those type of things to get my mind kind of locked in and ready. And honestly, when I get out there, to me, it's like you're going to battle, right? It's our team versus their team. And I try to put my mind in that spot of like, it's me versus them. I want to be the guy that goes 6-7 innings. Whether I'm at 95 pitches or 110 pitches, I want to get you through 6 innings. So that, in that moment, obviously I did a cardinal sin of 2-out walk.
And downstairs he walked him. And here comes the manager.
But I had 2 outs in the 6th there, and I saw him coming out. And I think when he was coming out, I was just kind of having flashbacks of, like last year. Just give me one more chance, one more batter to try to get through that inning. And obviously I showed a little bit of emotion of like me not wanting to come out in that situation. And he saw that, but he kind of came out there and kind of spoke some words of encouragement, into me. And kind of lit a little bit of a fire underneath my ass to go out there and make sure I got that next hitter.
Alex Cora came out and delivered a strong message, and Crawford strikes out Taylor.
Gotta go to work.
Get to work.
See ya.
Have a good day.
All right, let's go. Let's go, gang. I will say this stadium has just a different vibe than any other stadium. I haven't been to a stadium that's got a better energy and just the fans that are just in tune with the game. If you're going bad, they'll let you know, but I think there's beauty in that. It kind of, it just means that the fans care and they want the best version of the team, which they know that it can be better during certain times. I don't think there's a better place to play in the big leagues than Fenway Park. Between the history and, like I said, the vibe, Sweet Caroline, although I've heard that song 1,000 times now, it doesn't get old when the inning starts and the whole stadium's still singing it. you know, as that first pitch or two is being made, I think it's just special. It's a special place to play. Gotta show love to Jimmy every single day. How we doing, Jimmy? Doing all right? Doing all right, yeah, we say hi.
Hi!
Those are the people right there that makes, you know, that love this team. Those are the type of people that make you wear the jersey with a little bit more pride. So, there we go. We made it. Gotta go to work.
Hold, 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 hold. We're good, we're good. Gotta hold. Gotta hold.
Goddamn, brother. I want to shake your hand, brother.
I want to give you a nice good handshake, and then we gonna burn. Move like bird. Hey, what's that?
Yeah.
Let's go, T.O. Let's go, T.O. I'm Superman.
Oh, you got a green one? You got a green one? Where you been finding these?
I got my spot.
Yeah! Can I help you?
Nope. Just looking.
There it is.
Oh, wait, Coop.
Oh. I'm not gonna say I want to see O'Neal hit a homer, but I want to see O'Neal hit a homer.
Oh. Yeah.
Backside single guy now, huh? Oh wait, T.O.
Hey, that's a 2-out walk. That's a 2-out walk.
Send his ass. Two! 2-out walks every time.
Hey, I made Rob. I made T.O.
T.O. Just a big backside single guy now.
I just hit Knox, bro.
Bro, look what you started though. Hey, it works. It's contagious.
I did what you said. Stay short.
Just stay short to the ball.
This guy's
Your rollover every time. His changeup is either straight down or it cuts a little bit. Yeah. You too, bro. Stay, whatever you're doing, just stay right there. Don't try to do, you know what I mean? Like, take what he gives you, takes that laser.
He's a big singles guy. I just single him.
Bro, then when he makes a mistake, that's when you do the damage. Big 2-out knock right here.
First pitch slider.
Big
First
2-out
pitch
knock.
slider.
Oh, get up there.
Yeah! Let's go! Alvin! Let's go! That made Reese! Shoot him! Come on! Jason! Look at him! Home run! Oh! That's a good piece of hitting right there. 2-strike kill zone. Oh!
Will chase.
Oh! A boy! A boy! A boy!
Making his major league debut, a couple of weeks shy of his 32nd birthday, Cam Booser will come on.
Tough days. I mean, when I first retired, I walked away from the game. It was partial due to injuries. A lot of it was due to some mental stuff that I was going through. You know, the injuries kind of compiled up and led me to start to abuse a little bit of alcohol, and that led to me just not really knowing myself after a couple years. And so when I walked away from the game, that kind of continued a little bit, and I was fortunate to get some help from my family to get away from that. And I started to work construction for a company that my father worked for, and through that I kind of started to find myself a little bit again. And then when I started to work with some kids back home at a facility, that's where I really started to find that itch again to kind of want to come back and play. There was a lot of dark days during that process, but through the support of some of my buddies and some trainers back home, I was able to realize that I still had a legitimate shot at trying to come back and play. At that time, for me, it was just, I didn't like the way that I went out in 2017. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't really recognize the person I was anymore. But when I came back out of retirement, I really just, if all I could have done was play any ball, that was fine for me, because I really just wanted to come back and just try to enjoy the game that I love so much. Through God's grace and His mercy, I was able to find an affiliated job again with Arizona. That didn't work out, but it was definitely a wild ride and a journey. And I don't know that I would have really wanted to have it any other way, because I felt like if I would have debuted when I was younger, I wouldn't have appreciated it. Now I just try to be grateful for every day that I wake up, and the fact that I'm able to play professional baseball is all that more of a blessing. And the fact that I get to do it here with the Boston Red Sox is just a dream come true. It was a lot, man. It was everything I could have dreamed of and then some. The guys in the team made it really cool after the game, but the emotions during the game was I tried to hold it in the best that I could when I was pitching. After I struck out McCutchen, that was kind of like, it was hard not to really kind of savor that moment. And then once the game was over, I kind of looked around and tried to absorb all of it, just to be able to stand on that field. I mean, with the Boston Red Sox, it's still crazy to me to even say. To shake AC's hand after the game, to see all those guys in the clubhouse afterwards, it was pretty cool, man. My family was there for every step of the way, from the first professional pitch I ever threw to the one in the big leagues. They were there from my little league days to my college days. They've been there every single step of the way. To have them there for that moment was everything I could have possibly asked for. Being here was when reality really sunk in. I envisioned this moment in my mind more than a million times, stepping on this field, being in this bullpen here in Sweet Caroline. This is the organization that I dreamed of doing this with my entire life. So to be here in this uniform at this park is a literal dream come true. One of the first people I thought of was Alan Embry. He reached out to me after I debuted, and that was something that was really special to me. He was a guy that I always kind of emulated growing up. As far as the people immediate in my life, it was just my family, my girlfriend and my family. They've been through the indie ball days, through the retirement, through the ups and the downs. They've been there for me every step of the way. And so to be able to share that moment for them in Pittsburgh was all that much more special. I didn't really want to cry, but the emotions just flooded through me. I think it was just kind of reflecting on a lot of those dark days when, I didn't really know if there would be a next day, let alone if there would be a day playing baseball. So being able to reflect on that was pretty special. Yeah. If you have a dream, man, don't give up. If you need help, ask for it. If you got a friend, talk to him. If you need help, ask for it. If you love something, pursue it. You only got one shot at this life, so surround yourself with people that support you in and out. Dark days, good days, they're there no matter what. Find something that you find near and dear to your heart, and don't ever quit.
It's like the journey probably started, when you're like 10, 11, 12, just like finding the love for the game, and like making it like your thing. In high school, I used to, go late, like super late, and go hit with my buddy Cole. and we would be hitting all night, you know, until really like our arms, we would pitch to each other in the short little cage, and it was like, all right, like let's get each other out. So we had fun with it, you know. We had like, that was the main part, is why I feel like I'm here, is because I had fun with it. I was like competitive with it. I didn't really even know about like the draft or anything about like that stuff until probably sophomore, junior, senior. Like, yeah, it was like late, where I was like, okay, maybe senior year, I was like, okay, this might be possible. That was crazy, you know. That was it's like every ball player's dream is to hear your name get called on that day. I was the third day. Oh shoot, I forget what pick, but first round, third day. That's how I always say, first round or third day. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. Everyone, you know, from when you learn about the draft, you're like, okay, I just need an opportunity. You know, I just need to get my foot in the door. That's what it felt like. I knew I wasn't gonna like be handed anything, you know. So like I said, you gotta get your foot in the door and make the best of your opportunity.
Here's Grissom in his major league debut. He's 0 for 2. It's a high fly ball, deep left field, and the monster sees, and totally out of Fenway.
That was like a dream. I actually didn't believe it happened for a while. Like, I was like, there's no way. Like, I'm gonna wake up here soon. But seriously, like, there was like a movie feel to that. Obviously, like coming here and coming to this park and, you know, getting up and just seeing the monster and just the whole feel, like the fans, it was like a movie that I've, you know, it was weird being the main character. I remember when I hit it, it literally, on everything I love, it felt like that moment in Hattenberg, when Hattenberg hit the home run in Moneyball. Oh my gosh, I was in third person. Like, I hit the ball and it's like frozen time, and I see like the contact, like the ball like compress against my bat, and I'm like, okay, frozen, and then it's like in slow motion I see like the trajectory, and I'm like, oh, that's out of here. You know. So I watched it like 2 weeks after, and it like really hit me when like it panned to my mom and my dad and my sister and my girl. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was proud of myself for making that moment for my parents, you know. Like, my parents sacrificed so much for me, and like I said, just being able to make that moment for them, it was like, that was enough, you know. That was cool.
Vaughn Grissom, his first major league hit, and it's a 2-run blast at Fenway Park.
One of the first books I read was about the monster, like the green monster and Fenway Park, and all the teams I've played on growing up to this point, I've been like Red Sox, Reds, Red Sox. It was always Reds, Red Sox, and yeah, when it first happened, I'm like, no way. Like, I already have like my Little League caps, you know, like hanging up on my wall and stuff, and it's all Red Sox stuff. How we guys doing? Thank you so much.
Thank you. How's it going, Vaughn?
Good, and you?
Good. So my friend was here on the day you hit your first home run.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was a good one. Good one to be a part of.
Thank you, sir.
Got you. Enjoy the game, guys.